Coming up in the new edition of the Little Rickard Show, we're going to talk the NFL draft. 3 days of the draft. We got Phillies baseball to discuss, and we'll add some NBA and NHL playoffs, and then we'll at some point talk about racism in high school sports. PennLive.com, Patriot News did an article this week. Without further ado, your host, Lowell Rickard. Good evening, sports fans. My name is Lowell Rickard, and welcome to a new edition of the Lowell Rickard Show. Got a lot on the table tonight. We'll talk about the draft here very shortly. Phillies, tough one today after taking the first two from the Mets and coming off a 4-game slide to the Blue Jays home and home. Blew one today. We got NHL, NBA playoffs. We'll a little bit about that. Racism in high school sports. Very good article. It's in the Sunday paper, but it was on PennLive.com earlier in the week. Very interesting, very surprising as to like the schools that were mentioned as to where the athletes and coaches or whatever where it took place, and I'm kind of shocked at a couple of them. One of them, not so much, but and then we'll do the power updated on the power ratings. League play finishes up, I believe, this week, and the district start the following week. So, and then you got district track sometime this week. Hopefully, I get to see the seedings and give you the local athletes where they're seated in their particular event. But let's talk NFL draft. I'm not going to go through all the picks, but we'll talk about. I want to talk the first round at least. Clowney went first to the Houston Texans at the end, and that was a smart pick, good pick. Their defense is going to be good with J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. Another good pick was Jacksonville taking Blake Bortles, and what Jacksonville did in the draft adds a much improved upgrade on offense for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Buffalo got the pick from Cleveland at 4, and they took Sammy Watkins, and that was a good pick for Buffalo. And the Raiders got a good pick, outside linebacker Khalil Mack from Buffalo. Tampa Bay did very well with the 7th pick, getting Mike Evans, so you have him and Vincent Jackson on each end on offense. The offense will be improved. Cleveland then got Minnesota, and they got a corner, Justin Gilbert, so they addressed somewhat on defense. Giants got a good, decent pick, wide receiver Odell Beckham from LSU. Steelers at 15. They picked up outside linebacker Ryan Shazier from Ohio State. He was kind of a maybe early second round, late first round pick. I thought that was a slight reach for the Steelers. Dallas with Johnny Manziel not being drafted at that point. Me personally, as an Eagle fan, I was really hoping Jerry Jones would be like his typical self and go after the splash and get Johnny Manziel, but he held off. Actually did something smart. Went with the offensive tackle Zach Martin from Notre Dame. Jets made a good pick. Safety Calvin Pryor from Louisville. Saints got via the trade with Arizona at 20, got Brandon Cooks from Oregon State, wide receiver. That was a very good pick. Green Bay did very well. Safety Clinton Dix from Alabama. Then the Eagles at 22. You had Denard, the corner from Michigan State, sitting there at 22, falling right into your lap. A 6'2", 6'3" corner. That's one of their needs. A corner, safety, because their secondary is one of the worst in the NFL last year. It has been one of the worst in the last couple of years. Now they did get Malcolm Jenkins and a couple guys free agency, but a quality guy sitting there at 22, and they didn't take him, and they took. They traded that pick to to the Browns, and that's where the Browns took Manziel. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that was at 26. I apologize. That's where Cleveland made it. That was actually good. They needed a quarterback. They took Johnny Football. 23, Kansas City, D4, D end. Yeah, the Eagles, they were sitting at 22, and then they traded that pick to Cleveland. So the Eagles at 22, could have had Denard, but they traded that pick. And then Cincinnati came in and took Darquez Denard at 24. And then the Eagles at 26 traded with Cleveland, and they got DeMarcus Smith, who was the 80th rated player, defensive end, Louisville. Denard sitting at 22. Don't take him and trade down to get the 80th rated player. And I'm not the only one. A lot of the media members, Philly media members, question that pick. I believe I heard today Todd McShay and Mel Kiper, they kind of question it, but I don't know. That boggles my mind, but Carolina at 28 got Kelvin Benjamin from Florida State. And then the 32nd pick, Seattle traded it to Minnesota, and Minnesota got Teddy Bridgewater of Louisville. That addressed their need. Notable picks here in the second round. Oakland got a good pick, quality pick. Derek Carr, quarterback, Fresno State. Jacksonville got Marquise Lee. That was a very good pick. Oh, let's go through here. Jacksonville got Allen Robinson late in the second round, so they got Marquise Lee and Allen Robinson to go with Blake Bortles. Very good job by Jacksonville Jaguars. Third round. Let's see here. Houston got Lewis Nix, nose tackle from Notre Dame. That was a good pick where they got him. Eagles got Josh Huff, receiver from Oregon. And they also got Eagles in the second round got Josh Matthews from Vanderbilt, which was a very good pick. But probably the biggest pick was Michael Sam in the 7th round, the first openly gay NFL player to be drafted. Not much to say. If he can play football and deliver, that's all that should matter. Some of the grades I saw, Eagles a B plus. I kind of have to I slightly question that due to the fact they got an 80th rated player at 26. I probably would have gave him a C plus, but a lot of the Eagle experts they seem to like the pick as well. Uh, Ray Didinger liked the pick. I saw something today on it. A lot of people, CBS Sports even like the Eagles pick with the B plus. So San Fran did a good job. They got it. I seen A's for them. Uh, Jacksonville did very well. Giants did all right. Redskins did all right. Seattle did okay. St. Louis. A lot of people are talking Rams did very well. Uh, that's about it. I'm not gonna really when the preview when the training camps open up. I'll go into more detail about the draft picks. Uh, but I don't want to bore you going round by round. So, but it was very interesting the draft. So that's the skinny on the draft. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, talk a little Phillies. Tough one today. Blew a lead in the ninth inning. We'll discuss what happened and what I thought should have happened regarding today. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back. This is the Lowell Rickert Show, the Lowell Rickert Network.